As everyone knows, coconuts have coconut water inside. And after opening one coconut, we got this much. Well, I also took a little sip. It's really delicious, and honestly, there's quite a lot here in terms of volume. There have been times when, in my childhood, I would buy a coconut, happily run home and open it, and there was nothing inside. But here, there's actually quite a lot. So, does each coconut have a different amount of liquid inside? On average, how much liquid is in coconuts? I'm really curious about this. I really want to know how much liquid is in coconuts. I'm always interested in knowing how much of something is in something else. I might even consider having a segment about this on my channel, if, of course, you're interested. And today, we'll find out how much liquid is in coconuts. Ugh. We've prepared 10 coconuts of approximately the same size. But are they as uniform inside as they are outside? Let's test that right now. As you can see, there are measuring cups under each of the coconuts. And that's where the coconut water will be collected. Well, I have a screwdriver ready. And right now, let me see. Where should I start from? Ta-da! There is no liquid in the coconuts. No, actually, there is, but it's not very convenient for it to flow into these cups because they only have one opening. Give me the, shoot. This thing, I mean, the power drill. In case you didn't know, to make it easier to drink from a coconut, you need to make 2 holes in it. I've already made 2 holes now in this coconut. Either it's not enough for it, or there's simply no liquid in it at all. I told you, sometimes this happens. Well, it won't flow there anyway, so... I don't know how to compensate for this, but you saw how much there was, I think. Well, folks, we've opened 10 coconuts, and here are the results we have. The maximum amount of liquid we were able to obtain was 125 milliliters, and the minimum amount of liquid was 0. Actually, let me say none instead of 0. But now I can confidently say that there's really quite a variable amount of liquid in coconuts. But whether it's an empty coconut or not, inside, it's all the same. Looks like there's mold here. This is how an empty coconut looks inside. There's actually mold here. Are all empty coconuts like this? It's just rotten. I suggest we check, so give me another empty coconut. Oh my goodness. Oh, look. Oh. The smell is something between socks and wine. Please give me a fresh coconut. Thank you. That was quite dramatic. Oh, it really smells delicious there. So a coconut has this water and this flesh. Do you think, guys, is there any liquid in this flesh too? I suggest we check, and for that, I need a juicer. You know, we really didn't get a lot of liquid. We ended up with a lot of shavings, though. You could actually make bounty bars out of them. Oh, it's very tasty. Now, what's this here? What's left? Is this, what is this? Is this oil? It's coconut oil. Seriously. It's really delicious. And here we still have a little bit of liquid left. I really want to try it. This is really delicious. It strongly reminds me of Bounty. In the end, from the flesh, we got 3 components that I never knew about before. Coconut milk, coconut oil, and coconut shavings. Unbelievable. You know what I'm really curious about right now? What would happen if we took a glass of coconut water and mixed it with coconut milk? I'm really interested in trying this. Oh, wow. This tastes like Bounty. It's even more Bounty-like than Bounty itself, to be honest. Oh, I could drink a liter of this liquid 100 times over. So I suggest we take 1,000 coconuts and find out how much liquid is in them. And to make it even more interesting, I propose that besides liquid, we find out how much flesh and shells there will be. And you know what? Hair. I'm really curious about how much hair I can collect from 1,000 coconuts. Maybe I'll even make a wig out of all this hair later. And of course, since there are really a lot of coconuts, a whole 1,000 of them, I'll need, I think, a group of experts to extract all sorts of things. And on this board, we'll keep track of the number of coconuts that turned out to be completely empty, without liquid. Earlier, we found 2 of them. It's very interesting to see how many we'll find among 1,000. Well, I suggest we start this wonderful experiment right now. Are you ready, my expert experimenters?
Yeah!
Take the coconuts. Are you ready to begin?
Ready!
Ah! Ah! All right, it's not such an epic experiment after all. Let's get started. Passing the coconut to the next expert.
I'm removing the hair from the coconut. I'm passing the coconut to the next expert so that the next expert can pass it to the next expert. The next step is to remove the shell from the nut. Whoa. Man, I thought that it would be much easier.
I think it'll be very fun and very time-consuming.
After extracting the flesh, we need to pass it to the next expert. Well, here you go, brother.
All right. Ideally, they should be giving me coconuts so that I can cut the flesh and put it in. Ideally, they should give me the coconuts.
And what did he give you?
They gave me the peel coconut, and I was supposed to cut it, but they gave it to me broken. So I'll just put it here. It's broken, so I'll just put it here. Right over here.
Come on, guys, why are you laughing? Well, it's okay. Sort of.
All right, y'all ready to go, guys?
Well, yeah. And so, 1,000 times, as always. Ah! I've opened about 30 coconuts. I started thinking, Wow, it's so great that there are no more empty coconuts. But now I've opened a coconut, and it would have been better if it were just empty. There's liquid inside. It smells really bad, like rotten eggs, basically. Basically, please note, it also has some mold here. If you're going to handle coconuts, know that they might have mold, which is definitely not good. It's either empty or it smells like this. Well, folks, we've opened a total of 50 coconuts. A great achievement, I believe.
We're happy.
Let's summarize the first result. Oh, nothing. Each division represents 5 liters, opening 50 coconuts. It's liters, it's around 1.5 liters at most. Opening 50 coconuts, it's really sad. What about the hair, guys?
It's a bird's nest.
A bird's nest. Let's see how much volume that takes up. Another 950 coconuts, and we'll have a bunch of bird's nests. And we'll make a nice wig out of them. How are your results? Do you think it's good or bad?
I think it's bad because the aquarium is quite full already. We've only done 50 coconuts out of 1,000.
The coconuts are tricking us and giving us a lot of debris. So, Alex, what do we have here with the flesh? Huh?
There are many bounty chocolate bars here.
How many is mini?
About 100.
100 pieces.
100
All right.
pieces.
I don't know how this is measured in liters, but, well, you can all see for yourselves. 50 coconuts, that's 50, and there are still 950 to go. By the way, I've come up with another life hack for myself to pour the liquid out of them very quickly. I spent a lot of time holding them like this. $250 coconuts. I've opened them and extracted juice from them. It was really tough. Look at me. We're a mess.
Are you tired? Completely?
Well, he doesn't allow us to say that we're tired.
Who exactly?
Maxine. I want to show you how easily the coconut comes out. Not easily.
Leoha, are you tired?
I've already peeled over 100 coconuts. I found a lot of things inside. I found mold there. I found terrible smells there, but I didn't expect this at all. Ta-da! Ah! Oh, a centipede. There's literally a centipede inside the coconut.
If you have an uncoughed, overgrown coconut lying around at home and you don't know where to trim it, just bring it over here. We've been working for about 700 coconuts, so our masters are quite skilled. Reach out to us and we'll do everything quickly and efficiently.
Oh. Oh. That was the second to last coconut, and it smells so bad. Whew. All right, this is the last coconut. The last coconut! You understand? There's liquid in it. All right, cheers, guys. I think it wasn't fresh. Well, folks, are you ready to find out how much liquid is actually in 1,000 coconuts? Ta-da! 70 liters of coconut water in 1,000. Ugh. Damn coconuts. This liquid looks like you wouldn't want to drink it at all. Guys, who wants to take a sip? Raise your hands, please. Anyone. Just one. Are you ready to take a sip?
Just a little bit.
All right, let's all take a sip. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we just have to wait for the other guys to finish their work. There's still a lot of it left over there. Well, I can now sum up the results of the empty coconuts. There seem to be so many rotten ones that I stopped counting. And after it was all over, I counted them. Look how many there are here. There were about 107 of them. So it turns out roughly every 10th coconut is either empty or rotten. Again, I'd like to point out that some coconuts weren't empty. They were just rotten. Now, I'll show you what they look like inside. Typically, in rotten coconuts, there are these rotten things. Oh my, I almost got scared. If we had waited a bit longer, she would have grown legs and walked away. Bounty. A heavenly delight.
Whoa.
Yeah, almost.
Well, guys, we've finally finished everything and can present the results. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Yes!
16 hours! How many liters did we get? Out of 1,000 coconuts, we got just 25 liters.
What? Is that enough for a wig or not? In theory, it should be, no matter what. Should we make a wig?
Be gentle, please.
Gideon, you look more glamorous than ever. In my opinion, this looks really funny. It came straight out of the 90s.
Yeah, he looks like a farmer.
How much do I owe you?
I think this is the same face.
Let's drink to love.
We made the wig. Everything seems pretty fancy. Let's move on to the next result. How much coconut husk did we get out of 1,000 coconuts? We ended up with a whole 350-liter aquarium. What do you do with this pile of stuff? I have no idea. What do we do with this? We discussed it at the beginning of the video. You can make oil, milk, and shavings out of all of this. And as we remember, the beginning of the video, I mixed the milk with the water. It turned out to be very delicious. Oh, by the way, about the water, we still haven't tried the water. Oh.
It must be delicious, I guess.
Well, guys, who's first?
Like in the last time.
Well, how is it? Tell us something.
You have
Amazing,
to swallow
right?
it to tell us about it, Alex.
Come on, let's go. Tasting with the tongue.
It's sparkling.
Seriously?
Is that its only downside?
What scares me is that it's carbonated and it's turning into jelly. It's really thick now. When we extracted liquid from the fresh coconuts, it was, well, nice, white, transparent, and not thick. Well,
Like some PVA glue.
ugh. No, seriously, it seems it's gone sour.
Come on.
I got that.
Let's drink to love. It's sour.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Well, of course, the coconut liquid is insanely tasty. You should trust me because I stood here for a long time and drank all of it. But extracting liquid from 1,000 coconuts is the worst idea. Because well, of course, it's good to know, but not for drinking. Because when you finish the last coconut, it's all gone sour.
You know what? I'm using the bathroom first.
I'm next. I'm second.
I didn't drink that much, so, you know. Oh no. Ah.